This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Slacken the front wheel bolts. Jack up the front of the car and support it on axle stands. Remove the front road wheels. Whilst the wheels are removed, refit at least one wheel bolt to each hub to ensure the brake discs remain correctly positioned on the hubs. Carefully unclip the pad retaining spring and remove it from the brake caliper. Disconnect the brake pad wear indicator wiring at the connector. Unclip the connector from the bracket by gently prying the locking tab out and turning it through 90 degrees, sliding it out of the bracket. Remove the end caps from the guide bushes, then unscrew and remove the caliper guide pins. Lift the caliper away from the mounting bracket. Unclip and remove the inner brake pad from the caliper with the wear sensor wiring loom attached. Tie the caliper to the suspension strut using a suitable piece of wire. Do not allow it to hang unsupported from the flexible brake hose. Remove the outer pad from the mounting bracket. Brush the dust and dirt from the caliper and piston, but do not inhale it as it is injurious to health. Inspect the dust seal around the piston for damage and the piston for evidence of fluid leaks, corrosion or damage. Carefully clean the pad locations in the caliper mounting bracket. Prior to fitting the pads, check that the guide pins are free to slide easily in the caliper body bushes and are a reasonably tight fit. Remove the adhesive foil backing, where fitted, from the outer pad. Fit the outer pad to the mounting bracket, ensuring its friction material is against the brake disc. Note that the outer pad has an arrow stamped onto its lower edge. This should point in the normal direction of rotation of the brake disc. If new brake pads are to be fitted, the caliper piston must be pushed back into the cylinder to make room for them. This can be achieved by using a piston retraction tool or G-clamp pushing against an old brake pad placed evenly onto the caliper piston. As this is done, the fluid in the master cylinder reservoir will rise, so make sure that it doesn't overflow. If necessary, use a syringe or suction gun to remove the needed brake fluid. Do not reuse the old brake fluid upon refilling, use only new brake fluid of the specified type. Clip the new inner pad with the pad wear sensor attached into the caliper piston. Manoeuvre the caliper into position over the pads. Refit the caliper guide pins and tighten them to the specified torque setting. Refit the end caps to the caliper guide bushes. Clip the wear sensor connector onto the bracket and rotate it 90 degrees to lock it in place. Connect the wear sensor wiring plug. Fit the pad retaining spring, ensuring its ends are correctly located in the caliper body holes. Press the inner edge of the spring into position so that its ends are firmly in contact with the surface of the brake pad. If the spring is not located correctly, the outer pad will not sit properly, resulting in increased pedal travel. Depress the brake pedal repeatedly until the pads are pressed into firm contact with the brake disc and normal, non-assisted pedal pressure is restored. Repeat the above procedure on the remaining front brake caliper. Refit the front road wheels. Lower the car to the ground. Tighten the road wheel bolts to the specified torque. Check the hydraulic brake fluid level. If necessary, add the specified type of new brake fluid to bring the level up to the max mark. New pads will not give full braking efficiency until they have bedded in. Be prepared for this and avoid hard braking as much as possible for the first 100 miles or so after pad renewal.